Breaking news via insider Elliot Friedman. Alex Tuch is going to the Washington Capitals and signing an $8 by $10.5 million extension. Friedman adding he's not sure how all the pieces are quite fitting together, but Alex Tuch, the number one free agent on the market, is off the board via a sign-and trade with the Washington Capitals. The Oilers, if you were someone who had a dream of them acquiring Alex Tuch, it ain't happening, boss. He is going to the Caps. I'll be honest, that deal, a little bit lower than I thought it'd be considering the market, but the 8th year obviously helps get this thing over the board. Cross the goal line.
Do it. That is mine, thanks. I mean, I think Tuch's a good player. Like I said, you can get 30 goals out of him, all that stuff.
And the market stinks. Get a guy like Alex Tuch, if you're not going to pay him $10.5 million, you are giving up 2 to 4 premium assets for him.
Yes. Quickly, could you pull up like the most AAVs? Like, where does he rank amongst the league?
I can absolutely pull that up.
Because I think Adrian Kempe, we talked about him a lot at the start of the season, dreamed that he would come to Edmonton. He obviously re-signed.
Yeah. Do you want me to just do wingers? Or just
forwards?
Okay. So
I think Kempe's better is kind of my point, and he's only being paid $100,000 more, and he's also a few years younger. Alex Tuch's 33.
Yeah.
I think it's a big overpay.
He's going to be... I don't think it's a big overpay.
I think it's overpaid by like $1 million.
So I think he's going to be tied for the 16th highest AAV in the NHL.
For forwards.
Kaprizov, Draisaitl, Eichel, Matthews, McKinnon, McDavid, Marner, Rantanen, Kyle Connor, Pettersson, Nylander, Natchez, Pasternak, Panarin, Kempe, and then tied for 16th is Huberdeau and Tuch.
Jonathan Huberdeau, Jesus.
But again, that's not like a totally fair way to look at this contract, is to be like, he's the 16th highest paid forward in the NHL.
No.
Because the market is the market.
Yeah.
And I also think a lot of these guys obviously signed when they were still RFAs, and they signed a few years ago, so it's different. I don't view it as an overpay, because now Washington already gave up the assets, but you get the player without giving up assets. And for a team like Edmonton, that had to be tempting to do that.
I would imagine it was. I'm glad the Oilers didn't do that. But also, I'm not saying that if they had done it and it got to a $10.5 million contract, it would have been the end of the world. I think they overpaid by $1 million, $1.5 million, whatever. Tuch's good. I just think that the Oilers can find something still for a cheaper price.
Another piece of news from David Pagnotta, our insider. Trocheck talk has picked up. The Sabres have been engaging. So that would make sense if Buffalo's going to take some of these assets. Maybe they keep 4th overall, but they move that other first round or 20th overall that they have, and they go and they flip 20th overall and something else for Vincent Trocheck.
Rangers are picking in the top 5. I think they're 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Trocheck, he's an interesting player. I like him.
Florida has circled back on Connor Hellebuyck from Pagnotta. The only way they can do it is if it's Lundell going the other way.
Because he's $5 million.
Yeah. And he's the only asset they have. It has to be like Lundell and someone else. I really like Frank threw this out yesterday. Who says no if Buffalo calls Winnipeg and says 4th overall and UPL for Connor Hellebuyck? I don't think anyone says no to that. If you're Buffalo and you come out of this, give up pick 20 in a deal for Trocheck, give up UPL and 4th overall for Hellebuyck.
Yeah.
You've come out of this offseason despite losing Trocheck and Byram, but you have Hellebuyck or you lost Tuch and Byram, sorry. You come out of it with Trocheck down the middle and Hellebuyck.
You're looking pretty solid. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree.
One more from Darren Dreger. The Calgary Flames are trying...
Does this all happen during Liam's board?
Yes.
Holy moly.
The Calgary Flames are actively trying to move Connor Zary. The 24-year-old has another year left at $3.775 million. Calgary would like a second-round pick in return.
Oh, my God. All day. I would take Connor Zary. Do you want me to look him up?
Look him up.
I just love Connor Zary's attitude.
6 feet, so undersized, 24, has hit double digits in even strength goals every year so far in the NHL, despite not playing 82 games in a season.
Because they had the big contracts dispute last season, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
There's almost I would say, the lowest chance he would come here.
Left winger. Or I guess he plays center. Not good in the face-off dot, probably is a winger.
Even strength possession driving plays per 20. Connor Zary is in the 82nd percentile. But everything else is kind of mid.
Still, he's $3.775 million. It might
No.
only cost you a second-round pick.
Completely agree. But the risk is so. I've said this a lot, right? Like, so you can get the guys. What is he? 24?
Yeah.
Why not?
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Everyday, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.